If you don't know him, you don't know wrestling. This man has held 6 different belts. The only team to win all 3 major belts. The Crockett Cup. This man's a legend in his
How am I not going to like this guy, right? He knows everything.
Now, I want to.
Welcome to another edition of Hero Television. Now you're looking at yourself going, wait a second, these guys were on last month. No, we're doing another month of Tony Ocean. So not only do you get 1 month, you get 2 months of Tony Ocean. For you watching this for the very first time, ladies and gentlemen, this man needs no introduction. If you live in Chicago and you don't know the name Tony Ocean, you've been living on a rock for the last 25 years. When you think of Chicago, when you think of Son of Singuli, icon, horror icon from Berwyn, Illinois, when you think of entertainment, there's only one man. The man, the myth, the legend, Tony Ocean. Again, thank you for letting us come by.
Thanks, Paul. Again, appreciate it. Thanks for having you back again.
25-year career. Last month we talked about the history, everything you've done, 7 CDs, music videos, 5 different bands, the Rat Pack. Now I just was told by your manager about what you're going to do with the celebrity roast night.
Yeah, we signed with Shark Entertainment, Tony LaBarbera, which I've known for many, many years. He used to manage my old band, Broken Heart, and he's been involved in so many different nightclubs and different bands through his big career. We have got together, we're putting out a new CD, which will be my 8th one. Hopefully we'll have that out before the end of the year. But we're having a little dinner theater type show, a special Dino's special tribute to celebrity roasts. Of course, I'll play the part of Dean Martin. I've been lucky to do that. And we're going to have like 8 or 9 different celebrity lookalikes on the dais. And we'll be roasting Chicagoland entertainers. And then we'll also be selling it to the public. And right now we're working on, we got 2 or 3 venues that are going to lock this up with us. And it will probably be ready to run by fall. So we're excited about that.
Now, but who's going to roast you? Because you're a legend in Chicago. The Tony Ocean night, because remember, Dean Martin did get roasted by us.
That's true. I'm going to have to just keep going back and forth. Take the wig off, put it back on. There you go. But, yeah, so we got a bunch of people that we're looking to roast for the first time, and it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to keep it clean, of course, but we just want everybody to have fun. So people can have dinner, enjoy the show. So it's going to be good. I'm excited about that.
So actually the jokes are a little different because I know in previous interviews when you talked about doing, when you do the Rat Pack, you're taking the original jokes from what they've done. You're not incorporating different jokes. You're actually using the same ones. So will you take the same kind of jokes from that era or,
Well, look, I always believe, I think that was our Chicago Rat Pack's downfall in a way for our show. A lot of these Rat Packs that are coming to town now, they're doing Obama jokes. I really believe that you should stick to the timepiece. So we let people know that this is a timepiece period. And I think we're going to take some of the old jokes, some of the footage from the Dean Martin show, and then Jackie, who works with, married to Tony LaBarbera, she writes for Second City Television. So she's going to be writing some original stuff as well. And then we're going to get insights from the people, their personal stuff, so we can ask them some questions. So it's going to be really cool. We're excited.
And because you've been successful in Chicago, talk about your manager, because I think behind every great talent is a great manager. But what sets him apart from everybody else? Because, everyone loves you, and then they say, oh, I can do this for you, I can do this for you. But what sets the standard of him?
Well, like the guys that I've had, they've all gave me 110% at the time, whatever they could. When I went back to Ron Onesti was my first manager and still big in my career, helping me out a lot. This show tonight because of him. And I had Jimmy Cerrone, who got me to Las Vegas, and Jilly's. Tony brings his experience of a lot of years, 30 year plus, and he believes in me and we believe in each other. So I think it's important when you both have sort of the same game plan. Try to get us to a different level, and that's what he brings to the table. I think for us, it's a good team.
And with that great team that you put together, what are your goals in the next few years? Because it's like a train that you can't stop. With Dream Police, you've been doing that again because of the Hall of Fame, and now you're doing, the Rat Pack, and now you're doing all these things. What are your plans in the next few years?
Well, the new CD, I'm hopefully going to put out a brand new one with some original stuff and some new music. I'm excited about that. the celebrity roast, which would be kind of cool. But I think I'll be leaving. I'm hoping to get out of Chicago a little bit more. Not that much, but maybe to be gone for a couple weeks at a time and then come back, just kind of keep it a little bit fresh. That's what I'm hoping.
Well, as long as you still talk to us, local people here that support you.
Always for you guys.
And also, too, he's holding up his CD, too.
Yeah, this is a retrospective CD that we're selling tonight just for the special 25th anniversary show. And it's got about 10 songs of all my 7 CDs that we put together, and we'll be selling this tonight too, and then later on online. But it's going to be, this is just part of what we're going to be coming up in the future.
And see, that's what makes a manager so special, because to be on top of a game, I mean, putting Tony Ocean and your manager together is nothing but I see success for the future.
I think with the partnership we got now, I think there's no stopping us, so it's good.
All right, well, we'll be back with more of Hero Television, an inside look at the 25-year anniversary night here at the Arcada Theater, and we'll be back with more of Hero Television.
Oh, I love the girl I got, baby. Oh, I kissed her and she kissed me. I once said, I'm gonna give you love. The grandpa's Kentucky black. Oh, yeah. I hope to you in my mind. Like to see the sector and don't hold the door. Our heads keep swinging. We go, listening, wicked, straight down, and there's such a story. Yeah, all I'm gonna do. Beautiful, sunshine of despair. Just like the fella said, Johnny quit, hang on a kick. Hey,
Besides Dream Police, you know, the tribute to Cheap Trick, you've put out 7 CDs.
Mm-hmm.
You put out a music video, Me and Mrs. Jones.
Mm-hmm.
What was that like? Because you know that a lot of people come to hear that song, and you talking about switching your music style to more the romantic. It's kind of like Frank Sinatra singing George Harrison's song. That word without the word love, he was the most romantic song. Frank said was singing George Harrison's.
Yeah, something, you thought something was the greatest love song ever written, right?
And now you sing this song and you do a music video. What was that like? Because to actually do it for the first time, a music video and put something together like that.
I'm going to tell you why we did it. Number one is for the first 6 CDs, 5 CDs. It was basically, the first 4 CDs were all basically swing standards, Sinatra, Rat Pack stuff. The 5th one was a Live Park West CD, which we did for the Jerry Lewis Telethon, where we raised over $50,000. But then the 6th and the 7th one, Pardon My Past, and Me and Mrs. Jones, we were getting typecast as basically, Tony Ocean, just Dean Martin.
Yeah.
So we started doing some pop love songs, and that's why we did those 2 particular CDs, to let people know, boy, he does more than just the Rat Pack stuff. And Mrs. Jones is great because you get people go, oh, that's my favorite song. We sang that at our wedding. People don't realize about a guy having an affair. It's not a wedding song, so I try to tell people that. But it was a great experience doing that. And Phil Vaughn, rest his soul, he passed away. I was the mastermind of that. And so that was a great experience.
And when you've done things like this, you know, music videos, CDs, and everything that you've done because of your fans, I'm guessing all the time you're going to have someone come up to you and says, I want to do what you do. But what advice do you give them? Because you don't want to be the grizzled veteran saying, well, you know, kid, the music's different, everything's different, but you don't want to squash their dreams, but they rely on your knowledge. What advice do you give them?
Let me tell you something. I believe there's a lot of people out there who can sing. I think they don't have the confidence to get up and do it in front of people. I think that they, somewhere deep inside, you can act, you can sing. Just get up and don't ever quit, man. Just keep going, man. It's a rough road, but don't stop. Just keep trying, keep pushing. I've been very blessed, thank God for that. People around me have been very good to me, but don't give it up, man. People, you know, they sing in the shower. Sometimes pretty good voices. They got to go out and try singing in front of public a couple times. I mean, it'll pay off. It will.
And I heard you just love being on the road. I mean, I know you've traveled the world. I mean, to sing in Italy, your home country, and, you know, sing in Vegas, and, you know, all these things. I heard you also like the life on the road at all these different motels and all these things. What is one of the motels that you like to stay at, or what was one of a memory that sticks out?
When Ron and Esty brought us to the New York City for the second time, third time, as a performer, we stayed at the Waldorf Astoria. And New York City, the greatest city in the world. I mean, everything is out there. It's unbelievable. I mean, Chicago is a great city. Of course, it's been so good to me. But that was cool, man. I looked out the window, I go, hey, Ma, I made it. You know, Ma, it was really cool, man. So, yeah, and I love traveling. You know, when you're away sometimes, even though you're working, you kind of get away from reality. You know, when you got to come home to the regular 9 to 5 grill or whatever you're doing, but it's great. And it's, you know, you go to new towns and new places, you kind of get a little bit more respect when you go away, when you come back, because we're here all the time in Chicago, kind of oversaturated. So this year we're trying to work out getting some more stuff to be a little bit more. So when you come back home, it's a little bit more refresh for everybody, you know what I mean?
And on top of it too, everything you've done, you know, all these different performances and all these different events and things, there, besides, you know, singing in Vegas, are there any other highlights that stick out as those forever moments for you?
Vegas was huge for me. Playing in New York was huge for me. The Park West was huge for me. The Packers Back was huge for me. Just that I get to do it every day and get a check at the end of the day still is mind-blowing to me. It's just crazy.
And when you're not on the road, you know, performing, I mean, this is unbelievable, performing 5 nights a week, 25 years. When you're not singing or not performing, what do you like to do for fun?
Oh, boy, I like to fish. I make models. I make monster models, you know, the Aurora models, comic books, and I like watching old movies. But I just like relaxing and watching television and holding the special lady in my life. And that's what makes it so cool, because when you're downtime, the minute I finish playing, when I get in that car, Tony's gone and Mo's back. You know, go back to being Mo again.
Oh yeah, so you have to leave the Tony at the door.
You got to leave it at the door.
And
Yeah.
she uses a full name, not just Mo. You know you're in
Right, because
trouble.
right. Yeah, so that's what I enjoy. And being around friends, being around family and friends. I don't have much of a big family at all. My mom and my sister, which are coming to the show tonight, I'm so happy about that. But with my girl now, with her kids and her family, it's really, it's a great feeling to have.
I mean, especially tonight, 25 years. You know, you have, you know, your significant family, you have your mother, you have your sister, you know, the special woman in your life, her children. I mean, this is like, it's almost like a wonderful life. But there's still so much more, because I don't see you like retiring after tonight. Drop the mic, like, you know.
First of all, I don't know. I can't retire. I got to keep working. The IRS got too much money. But I'm fortunate, God willing. I don't know what the future's going to hold, but I just keep hoping and praying. I'm in a position in my life now that I've been happy with my personal life I'm happy with. And with my business now. New management now, new things are happening. I'm looking forward to what the future's going to hold.
And for the fans out there, how can they, I know you're on YouTube with all the different performances, but is there a certain website they can go to?
Yeah, you can go to TonyOceanMusic.com. It'll give you all the show dates and all the information on there. And Tony Ocean, the Tony Ocean Show on Facebook, or the Mo Carrara Facebook page. You can find all the information on there.
Well, I wish you nothing but the best and nothing but success. We're going to have a great night tonight. Also on the show, we're going to show you some clips of his performances, and also, too, we're going to give you an inside peek into the behind the scenes of his great career. But again, Tony, knowing you for a while now and knowing your passion and your success, I wish you nothing but the best, nothing but success, and I hope you enjoy this forever moment tonight. At the theater here is just outstanding.
Folks, come down to the Arcada Theater in St. Charles. Ron Onesti's got another masterpiece. The Club Arcada Speakeasy takes you back to the days of Prohibition. It's incredible. And then, of course, the Arcada Theater downtown here in St. Charles. It's great. Come and check it out.
Well, we wish you nothing but best, and we'll be back with more of Hero Television.
Mr. Jones, come on, baby. We both know that you're oh, she's strong, yeah. Cool down now.
back to a very special edition of Hero Television as we're covering the 25-year anniversary of Chicago legendary entertainer Mr. Tony Ocean. And I'm here with Laura Fank. More importantly, tell us the exciting news for our viewers there.
I've become engaged to Tony Ocean.
And for the viewers out there, tell us that special night, when it happened, how it happened, because I mean, it's blown up all over Facebook.
Yeah, I've noticed. June 16th, Friday night, we were at the Onesti Pasta Italiano Fest, and he brought me up on stage to help him with a video, or to pass out some videos, a raffle. And once I was getting ready to leave the stage, he's like, "Hon, one more thing, something about," all I heard is love somewhere in there, because at this point I kind of thought I knew it was happening, and I kept looking at everybody like, does anybody else see what I'm feeling? And he brought me up closer and started, when I turned around and found him on one knee, I broke out into tears, and I was shocked, and there was people all over the place, and I turned around, and he had all 5 of my children with their boyfriends and girlfriends on the stage, and I was floored. I had no idea. So he got me. As I told him, he got me.
And that magic moment, I mean, what was going through your mind? Because, you know, that special moment, you know, between a man and a woman as far as the engagement, I mean, what was going through your mind?
Well, knowing Tony, he would never have done anything without all my family there. So my first thought was, I would never have expected something like that, first of all, because my family wasn't there. So when they did all show up and I realized, it was, as shocked as I was thrilled to death. I couldn't believe the man of my dreams was really asking me to do this. And in all reality, I never expected in a million years to do this again.
And the thing is that when you do get asked that question, it probably goes through your mind of like, well, I wasn't expecting it. I was looking forward to, we're happy, everything's going great. But the validation, I think that's the most important thing that went through your mind.
It was very validating. Not that I didn't know beforehand. Yeah. I didn't need a ring, and I didn't need even an engagement to feel what we have together, because it's something I've never experienced before, as well as I believe the same thing for him. But this does solidify it. So I feel like we are really connected at this point.
And the thing that knowing Mr. Ocean, or Tony, very well over the last few years is that the way I see his admiration and love for you. Mm-hmm. And more importantly, on the 25-year anniversary show, a special song for you. Can you tell our viewers out there, because they're going to see it, and a little background of how this became, I think, your song.
You Make Me So Very Happy. That's the song he sang to me as well during the engagement. And something about the words of that song was both of our lives. We've always been missing something, and when we both came into each other's life, we made each other so very happy.
And what were your children's reaction? Because I know, talking to your children several times, you know, their admiration for him, and you know, to be in that position as a future step parent is a tough role to have. You know, they always say, you know, it's one thing, you know, anyone can be a dad, but to be a father and to have his background of knowledge and the admiration they have for him. I mean, tell us that.
It's really funny because I have 5 children, so to get all 5 of their approvals and all 5 of their blessings, they couldn't be more excited. And Tony was extremely gentleman about it and old-fashioned about it, but he did take my 2 sons out at one point to ask their permission, took my 3 daughters out separately, and took my mother and sister out separately, and asked for everybody's approval. And they couldn't be more happy. Now that I find out more about what was leading up to this, everybody was thrilled to death and couldn't wait for the occasion.
And especially the event that you were at, over 2,000 people. I mean, it's one thing, you know, when you say, will you marry me, sometimes it's in front of the world, sometimes it's in front of no one. I mean, 2,000 people, I mean, their reaction must have been
I kept my head the other way quite a few times, because I realized what was out there at one point, and I was just like crying. I'm like, oh, this is not how I wanted people to see me, but it was the most happiest, joyous moment in my life.
And you know, Tony being the world traveler that he's, I mean, I've been seeing all over Facebook. I mean, this upcoming year, you have all these trips planned. I mean, internationally, all these things coming up for him. I mean, do you have the opportunity to go on tour with him to see all these things? Because these are just amazing things that he's done. I mean, he's conquered Chicago and the Chicagoland area. I mean, the Midwest, all over the United States. I mean, Vegas, We talked to him earlier, the Vegas, New York. Now he's going internationally. I mean, that must make you so proud.
Oh, I'm extremely proud of him. Like I said before, he is wonderful on that stage as well as off that stage. And yes, at every opportunity that I get, I will be by his side. Every opportunity and every gig I could possibly be at.
For the viewers out there that see the one side of him, they see Tony Ocean, entertainer, performer, but there's the other side. We talked to him about Mo Carrera. Tell us that side that they might not see. Maybe a little insight, not to divulge everything, but just insight.
He is an extremely kind, gentle, sweet, very simple, and extremely selfless. He is an extremely selfless man. He is wanting to give to everybody more so than himself. He's always puts himself last. And that's something I believe the kids and myself have wanting to put him even more on a pedestal because he's just such a giving person that we want to give right back to him. But he's actually very quiet off the stage and a little bit more quiet and subdued. It's really, I shouldn't say two different people because it's not two different people, but he's just relaxed when we're home, very relaxed.
Well, I know one thing is that I've seen is that behind every great man there is a greater woman, and I know that firsthand, and I know that with Tony, especially because of seeing his tattoo that he just got. For the viewers on Facebook, you have to follow on Facebook. What was going through your head when you see this? Because this is before the engagement.
Yes, it was, and I was a little shocked myself, but I think he really was trying to do everything and anything he could to prove to me that this is where he wants to be and what he wants. I didn't have any doubt. I had no doubt before he did it. And again, I feel like the two of us are so connected that tattoo, no tattoo, ring, no ring, marriage, no marriage. Now that we have it all, it's remarkable. We are so bonded, and it's, again, something I've never felt before. So it's just a great feeling. It's a contentment. It's a peace.
Well, I'm so honored to have you on the show and to be part of this celebration of Tony's 25 years. And thank you for coming on there because, as I said, you know, the show would not be complete without, you know, interviewing you and, you know, talking about his family side because, I mean, this is now a new family for him. I mean, he's had his musical family. He has his family, his mother, his sister, you know, all his family members. Now he has the extended family. Wish you nothing but happiness and success. And I know that everyone will be following on Facebook waiting for that date of when is the wedding date, where are the pictures and all these things.
Stay tuned.
But all I can say is that we're looking forward to seeing that. And once again, thank you so much for coming on. And we'll be right back with more of Hero Television.
Hi, everybody. This is Tony Ocean, and you're watching Hero TV, where everybody's a hero.